In this special review, we're going beyond our regular data analysis and we're going to take a look into the mindset and the psychology of this trader. And it's going to prove to be very, very interesting and also very insightful. So this is a trading journal from a trader who is working on a funded challenge. And when we're looking into his equity graph, he was close to passing his funding challenge at one point, then hit a major drawdown, and now is slightly above break even. So currently he is sitting on a profit of 2,000 US dollar. So I was going through the different journal tabs and analytics as I always do when I do my review process. I'm looking at the risk distribution. Nothing stands here out. We have one outlier trade that is roughly 2.5 times larger than the average loss, but I wouldn't say this is something to worry because it's just one occasion where this is happening and it's not like a 5 or 6 time outlier. So maybe something to keep in mind, but nothing to worry and nothing to really get concerned about. I was looking into the setup performance. He has one setup that is performing exceptionally positive for 24 trades, is also a very decent sample size, good profit. But when we look here at the right, we have 3 setups which are not performing great. Here we have only 4 trades, 11 trades, and 8 trades. So there's definitely something where we have an underperformance that could definitely change the performance of the trader. But it's probably not the main finding we can have here. I was looking into the trade comments. Perfect entries give him a very good return as expected. 33 trades here, also a good sample size. So he knows that at the core, his trading system is profitable if he is just following his trading rules. To the right, we see something that is interesting, especially here the early entries, but FOMO and early are very similar, so we could probably combine them. So on early entries, he's losing 2,800 and on the FOMO trades, 2,200. So that's a 5,000 US dollar loss, which would put him into a very, very different spot if he would be able to eliminate that. Of course, it is not realistic to expect a trader to suddenly turn off all his mistakes, and some mistakes occasionally are expected. But this is a very important finding that we can keep in the back of our mind. But it's not what I was looking for, because usually when you do those analyses and those reviews, you can usually find one thing that really stands out. So then I was looking into the missed trades, and he has a lot of missed trades. The missed trades look very positive, and as I explained in the last review, in the missed trades you often have a bias towards hindsight. You're often only recognizing the good trades that you have missed, and you're often missing the trades that would not have worked out. So there's a little bit of optimism in here. But nevertheless, this is interesting and we can probably find something. So then I was going through the trades here in the missed trades journal. And then I was pulling up this second trade here, looking at the note, because the note often tells you quite a bit about what the trader's thinking. And the last part here caught me, and he said it was Monday and I avoid trading on Monday. So that's interesting. Why would a trader avoid trading on Mondays? So I was looking into his performance by time, and I was seeing indeed that he is taking a lot of trades, or he has taken a lot of trades on Mondays, 14 trades, which is his most active trading day actually. He has 9 trades on Tuesday, 11 trades Wednesday, 10 trades Thursday, 7 trades Friday. So the most amount of trades and the biggest loss. Clearly, if we would avoid trading on Mondays, he could have changed his performance, but is avoiding trades on Monday the right decision? Is avoiding trades on Monday good because the system doesn't perform, or because there's another underlying issue? And that's the question that I asked myself. So what I did then is I opened the basic filter and I was looking into Monday trades. So we're only looking at the trades on Monday. Then I was going through the different tabs again. We can look at the trade comments, and you can see he has quite a lot of losses here, FOMO and early entries. He has 9 perfect trades on a Monday, but they give him only a profit of 1,900 US dollar. And those two together is 3,600 US dollar on FOMO and early entries. So it seems like that Mondays don't perform bad because the system isn't performing bad, because clearly he is finding winners and the perfect trades where he's following his rules are working out. But when he's deviating from his rules or from his system, they're not working out. So if we would be able to fix the FOMO and the early entries, this would completely change his trading performance. I was then going to the journal. Still, the filter for Mondays is on and active here. So we're only seeing the Monday trades here for this trader. And then I was going through the journals, through the trades here and looking at the notes in this section. And then I just pull up the trades here that have a note. The trades with notes are indicated by this icon. So I'm opening the trade and then I'm looking through the entries here to see if something stands out. How do you feel about it? Good question to ask. A little bit hurt because I could have made a much better decision with my entry, a lack of patience. I can say, all right, interesting. Then I was pulling up another losing trade here, and I usually go for the losing trades first because they often tell an interesting story here. Of course, sometimes losing trades will just be a natural outcome where you're following your rules and the trade just doesn't work out, but oftentimes you find different things here. So he's writing under the personal note, he risked 2%, 2.5% on this trade to pass the challenge because I'm already up 50% and this trade would have passed me in one go. So this shows you that the trader is not making an objective decision and not following his rules, but he is risking more just because he wants to pass the challenge quicker. And then naturally, you will often be even more hurt, and this is going to put you or set you back much, much further. Because as we have seen, he's usually risking 1% on a trade, and now he is taking 2.5 times the size that he normally trades. And that's obviously going to put a lot of pressure, and especially if that trade doesn't work out, as this one didn't, this is going to put him into the red even further, and it's going to have a much harder impact on his mindset. When you look at other trades in the journal, like this one here, you can see that he's breaking his rules, and he also did not cut the loss as quickly as he wanted. And by going through the trades here, you find some interesting patterns that the Monday trades that he has taken are not actually a problem of the market, but it's a problem of the trader and the mindset. So a system could potentially still perform quite well on Mondays, but he's making quite a lot of bad decisions on Mondays. And this is something that we have seen a few times. Traders over the weekend, they get new energy, they rest, and then on Mondays they are motivated and they are ready to take on that week. And then they are very overexcited on Monday and they are too eager to get into a trade, and then they often get into the first potential trading position, even though the trade doesn't match the criteria 100%. And then Mondays can often be a problem for traders when they are too excited, and that sets them up then for a very bad week. When you dig yourself a very big hole on a Monday, then the rest of the week, first of all, you're trying to just catch up, and also it's going to damage your mindset that you're not as confident anymore. And that's something that we can also see in the journal. So when we go to his trade journal, or to the missed trades actually, sorry, and when we look at all of those trades, or just take a few trades that we can see here, we're going to find some interesting notes here. So he said on this trade, for example, that this was his top setup, but he hesitated to take it, and he has a fear of losing. Very natural. Another trade here, he said this was a perfect trade, but he hesitated to take the trade because he's in a drawdown. So again, he's trading his P&L, and his mindset is getting in the way. And then he said he regrets not taking this trade as the setup appeared after many weeks. And you can see that has often a spiraling effect. You don't take a trade that you know that actually would have fit your criteria. It then would have ended up being a sizable winning trade. You are frustrated, you regret it. Then maybe you are a little bit too eager on the next trade because you just missed a big opportunity. But then the next trade is suboptimal. So you're missing the good trade, and then you are taking bad trades in the future, which is obviously a very, very bad place to operate from. Another trade here, he said he got distracted and lazy because of Netflix and mobile, so he was not paying attention, not on top of his game. He missed another sizable, potentially winning trade. again, that's going to feed back negatively into his trading mindset. And his lastly entered missed trade. He said once again that he was distracted and didn't pay attention to the markets, to his screen, to his trading platform, and then he missed it. And I personally believe in this trading journal, we see that it is not a matter of tweaking the trade management or looking at his setups overall, looking at how he could maybe adjust his take profit or stop loss, but it's purely a process issue and a mindset issue. He believes Mondays are not good for him, which I think in this video we have proven this is not the case. Mondays could be potentially performing profitably for the trader if he approaches his charts with the right mindset, with the right focus. So he has to work on eliminating distractions. He probably also will benefit from reducing his position size. This is a trader trying to pass a funding challenge. And time and again, we see in the comments that he has a lot of pressure on himself. And pressure is never good because you're going to miss trades because of the fear of losing. You're going to mismanage trades as well, not letting winners run aloft. And then once you hit a losing trade with a trade that has a certain position size that you maybe cannot handle, it's going to put you in a worse mental spot. So reducing the position size, making sure that he's on top of his process and that he recognizes that Mondays are nothing to avoid, but instead focus that you approach your charts on Monday correctly, prepared, and mentally ready. And make sure that you are following his trading plans. Get away from always looking at how further you have to go to pass your funding challenge. That's not going to help you in the long run. Instead, focus on making good trades, scale back your position size to reduce the risk, to reduce the impact of trading decisions. And I'm quite certain that this will have a big positive impact on this trading performance.